Hey, this is Rick Casalge, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, I wanted to go through a few butt exercises that really work. Now, Jenna's going to go through the exercise. I'll go through the details of the exercise, and Jenna's going to start off with the first exercise. And it's single leg glute bridges. Okay, and how it ends up breaking down is you're lying down on your back, hands to the side, you're relaxing the upper body, you're going to tighten up the abdominal area, you're going to straighten the leg out, then you're going to bridge up, come to a stop, back down, and then up again. Good. There you go. Looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, the sets are repetitions. I start off with 5, but then progress on to 10 repetitions. The time, smooth controlled movement with a good contraction at the top, specifically in your glutes and also a little bit in your hamstrings. The intensity, this could be light to moderate depending upon your fitness level, and the purpose of this exercise is really target the glutes. Now moving on to the second exercise. Okay, it's sumo squat to heel raises. So how it's breaking down is you're in a standing position, then you're going to move to the feet being wide, so like shoulder width or even more than shoulder width. The toes are really pointed out, and then you're going arms are out front, and then you're squatting down, and then on the way on, so you're kind of coming up halfway, and then onto the toes. Back down onto the toes, back down onto the toes. Good. And then I'll get you to face this way to go a couple repetitions. That wide stance, squatting down halfway onto the toes, squatting down halfway onto the toes. Perfect. Looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets are 1, repetitions, start off with 5, progress on to 10. Time, smooth controlled movement, really working the glutes out of the bottom position of the first part of the exercise, and then on the second part of the exercise, really targeting the glutes and then also the calf. Looking at the intensity for this exercise, that'll be light to moderate, and then the purpose, once again, is really to target your glutes and target your glutes at a different range of motion than we did with the first exercise. Okay, moving on to the third exercise. Okay, it's the fire hydrant exercise. So with this one, you're moving into a 4-point position. You're straight line with the head, shoulders, and hips. Tighten the abdominal area. You're going to bring the knee out to the side and then back to the start, out to the side, and back to the start. And then looking at it from a different angle, straight line, tight abdominals, bringing the knee out to the side, back to the start, out to the side, and back to the start. Perfect. Now looking at, with this one, when it relates to the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets are 1, start off with 5 repetitions, but progress on to 10. Time, smooth controlled movement with a good contraction at the end position. And looking at the intensity with this one will be light. And the purpose, we're targeting the glutes again, but we're targeting a different part of the glutes, specifically glute medius with that fire hydrant exercise. Okay, moving on to exercise 4. Okay, good. So with this one, it's single leg squat from box. So how it breaks down is you're sitting nice and upright. You're going to come onto one leg, other leg is straight. You're going to stand up, good, and then back down. Standing up and back down. Good. So looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets are 1, repetitions start off with 5 on one leg, then 5 on the other, and then you can progress on to 10. Time, it's a quick movement up, good contraction at the top of your glutes and your hamstring. And the intensity, this one will be light to moderate depending on your fitness level. A lot of people report it being moderate. And with this one, we're really targeting the glutes, from 90 degrees to straight leg. Now moving on to the 5th exercise. Good. Single leg Romanian deadlifts. So we have some sort of resistance. Jenna's using the kettlebell here. So you're standing nice and upright. You got the kettlebell. You're going to stand on one leg and then really contracting the glutes to get back up. Upper body and leg are in a straight line, really using the glutes to get you back up. Good. And then one more time. Good. And back up. Looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this, sets are 1 repetition. Start off with 5, progress on to 10. Going through the 5 or 10 repetitions on one leg, and then 5 or 10 repetitions on the next leg. Looking at the time, smooth controlled movement with a really good contraction of the glutes and the hamstrings at the end of the movement. The intensity with this one, light to moderate based upon your fitness level. And then once again, we're really targeting the glutes when it relates to this exercise. Okay, moving on to the next one, the 6th one. This is step-ups. Okay, good. So how this one's working, you're standing in front of the box. You're going to step up onto the box, really contracting the glutes and the hamstrings to bring you up. Other legs coming up, and then back down. And other legs coming back down. Other leg coming up, feet together, and back down. Good. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one. Sets are 1, repetitions. Start off with 5, progress on to 10. Time, smooth controlled movement, and really working on contracting the glutes and the hamstrings, moving yourself up onto the box, and then really working on contracting the glutes and the hamstring on the way back down from the box. Intensity, this will be light to moderate, and then the purpose, really targeting those glutes and the hamstrings again. Now moving on to the 7th and final one. Okay, good. So with this one, what we're targeting is, this is hip thrusts from bench. So Jenna's got her upper body on the bench. She's got the dumbbells on the hips. She's going to press up and back down, press up and back down. Look, with this one, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5 to 10 repetitions. Looking at time, smooth controlled movement with a really good contraction at the top of the movement, so really in the glutes and the hamstrings. Intensity would be light to moderate depending on how heavy you go with the resistance. And then looking at the purpose, really targeting the glutes again. So there you go, that ends up being 7 exercises that really target your glutes and your butt, that really work. Now, if you're suffering from hip pain and you want some of my best tips and tricks when it relates to overcoming hip pain, what I recommend you do is click right here. I have a brand new free report called 5 Tips and Tricks That Fight Hip Pain and Tightness. Just click right here, let me know where to send you that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you're watching this on a mobile device, tablet, or smartphone, head down below in the description and click the first link, which will be exercisesforinjuries.com/hips. Let me know where to send that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comment section. And lastly, hit subscribe to get future pain relieving videos.